So this is a 8x4, and yes, it's filled of red onions. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. But I'm gonna go and ring them today, right? That's what I'm gonna do to all of these onions today. I'm gonna ring them. But now I'm going to harvest some carrots. These are the carrots that little dude cut down. And as you can see, they all is growing back. So let's see what we got here. I'm gonna put them, I'm harvesting these carrots because I wanna put them in my meal today. Let's see if we can get some out. Oh, I pulled out the top. Oh, wow, look at that, y'all. I'm trying to get him. It's coming out. Little by little, it's coming out. All right, I'm looking at this earthworm. He's going back in there. All right, we got her. Oh, there she is. I got her. There she is. Yay. You're good looking, mama. You're good looking, baby. That's gonna be good in the meal today. Yeah. So I think maybe about 5 carrots would be good. Let's see. Oh, let's get this one. Oh, yeah. How many we have? We have 5, but we're going to get one more because the other one was a little mama. She was a little mama. Let's get her. Let's get this one. Another little mama. Well, let's see about these. Now, this is 2 together. She's just tall and skinny. Makes me think about somebody. Yeah. All right. We'll bring this in, clean it up. So last week I had ants over there in Jada's old truck rim. So I stirred them up and really got them all pissed off over there. And I took some from here and put it over there. So this was a method called Ant Wars. And it worked. There's no ants in Jada's old truck rim. But what I think is all of them came here because this ant pile is almost double the size when I put the ants there. So we're not gonna fight it, y'all, which I'm grateful that there's no ants there, but I need to get rid of these. And this is what I got. So I'm gonna just piss them off and then I'm gonna put diatomaceous earth all over in this bed. All right, let's go. So I have this stick and I'm just, move, Lemon, you better move because they gonna be pissed. I'm telling you. I'm gonna get them all over. Let me bring it low, y'all, so y'all can see. My God, baby, they are not happy. Look at that. They got eggs and all kinds of crap in there. And I gotta stay back because they're gonna try to get me too. Yeah. I'm gonna, oh, they on my hand. It went up the stick, y'all. Oh my God. I have on boots, so I don't know if I'm doing this right, but I'm telling y'all I'm doing it. I'm gonna just do it. And I'm gonna stir it up again. Wow. Shit. Wait a minute. They're all over. Ugh. I threw my glove down there. Look at that. Yeah, baby, they all over it. That diatomaceous earth is all over them. Yeah. All right. I put some more on it. I stirred them up again and put more in there. Lemon way back. Lemon said, hell no, I don't want nothing to do with them. Oh my God, look at that in here. I don't know if y'all can see that. Baby. Yeah. Yeah. Tan them up. This diatomaceous earth is whipping them. Whip it. All right. Now this is Jada's truck ram. I'm just gonna go in here and I'm just let you see what is happening in here. And what you see is no ants in here. That's what I think. They all went over there. But there's no ants. But I'm gonna put some in here anyway. Anyway. All right, so I pulled some of the weeds out because I want to plant peas here. Peas or beans. I think it's beans I have. Yeah, we're gonna plant beans here, but I'm gone. I gotta check me. So today I am ringing my onions, and that simply means I'm just loosening up the soil around the bulbs of my onions. Now last week I put bone meal on my onions, and now I'm just going to ring every one of them just to give them the soil loose enough so these onion bulbs can grow. Yeah. April. This is my April garden. Now, April is a prime time planting here in Zone 9. Planting for heat-loving vegetables like tomatoes and peppers, eggplants, okra, zucchinis, squash, cucumbers, sweet potatoes, white potatoes, and beans. This is the time of year for those vegetables, right? Now, if you live in Zone 9, and if you haven't dropped your seeds yet, or you haven't put your plants out yet, it's okay. It's okay. You still have a little time, but don't wait too late, okay? Don't wait too late. Because the heat is here. This is April. Pests are waking up. Oh yeah, baby, they all are waking up. And you may think, well, they flying in, you know. No, they're not flying in. Your garden is their garden. So they have been hibernating all winter long right here in your garden. Right? This is their garden too. So watch for aphids, caterpillars, squash vine borer. We all know about her. The first aphids we see in our garden in the spring, they are all females. Yeah, they all are females. Aphids are parthenogenesis, which means they don't need a male to reproduce. No. They will clone themselves over and over and over. So these two peppers here, I'm gonna top these peppers this morning. So I'm gonna top this one. And I know many people, you know, when you take off those flowers, it's it's heartbreaking. I know, but it's, you know, it's for the better of me because I'm gonna get more and more peppers because of this. There she go. Yeah. So this pepper plant, I topped her. Now I did this before, so seriously, I know the outcome. But this is a topped pepper, right? And this pepper is not topped. I did not top her at all. And as you can see, this pepper have pepper. But we're gonna see what pepper develops and give me the most peppers. The topped pepper or the untopped pepper. All right, I'll keep y'all updated. I'm gonna drop spinach today, but before I drop those spinach, I'm going to put some copper tape around the edges of this container. Now, this copper tape will prevent snails and slugs from getting into this container. What happens is when the slime, the mucus of snails touches copper, it gives them a light charge, like electricity. Do your research on this, but we're gonna put it on today. And here it is. I have wrapped it all around, starting with the edges of this container. Now I'm gonna finish and put it all around. And now I'm gonna drop my spinach. Yeah, because this stuff is so good. Raw or cooked, I love spinach. Let's go. This is also a 8x4 raised bed. Now in this bed, I have many types of vegetables. There is tomatoes, onions, leeks, garlic, basil. There is carrots. I have peppers. Yeah, there's a lot going on in here. But this is something I always do also is check my plants daily. Now here I'm harvesting leeks and onions. So part of this is going to be for my dinner, but I'm going to be sharing it also with Jody. These are my tomato plants. Even though I just pruned them a couple of days ago, as you can see, they're really getting big. So while I'm here, I just get busy and try my best to make sure that I keep my eyes on these plants. Now, I walk my garden every day. I'm checking the leaves on everything. And I also have lemon oil, orange oil. All of these things are ready just in case I have an infestation of insects. I will be prepared. So being prepared is a key for me. I don't wait till, it happens before I prepare what I need. So get it ready, baby. Get it ready. Usually in February, Ben and I would cut the plantains down because of the weather. But of course, this year, Ben was ill and we didn't get it cut down in February. So here we are today, and he is cutting the plantains down. But as we look, this is how fast my plantains grow back. He cut, they grow. These plantains are extremely fertile. Here in Zone 9, plantains produce their plantains all year round. I'm talking every season. But this is what we found on the plantains. Not one blossom. There is 3 blossoms that we found in the plantain plant. So I'm just wondering this year, this season, how many plantain racks I will receive. I'm excited about them. I'm always excited to see the plantain blossoms. And when I say they are fertile, yeah, family, they are fertile. So I told Ben to cut the plantain that have the blossoms because they are just you know, it is time for them to be cut down and they will regrow. I'm in the back of my garden and this is my Orient pear tree. This is my black Italian. That over there, that tree, it's just a limb from the Black Mission. And all the way up there, that's the olive tree. This tree, I cut it down really bad because it died. It died. Now, let me share with you. Of course, you could see lots of parts of her is dead. You could see where I cut it right there. I cut it really good. But the tree want to live, y'all. She want to live. Yeah, so this is many of her flowers that she's putting on. And this is a flower that bloomed on her. Yeah, so for those who knows that this is a pomegranate. It's a pomegranate tree. I thought she was dead, y'all, but she is in the ground. And as I say, you could see where I chopped her down because all of these limbs I chopped down was dead. And you can see that they're dead. But her roots were still alive and she want to live. So I let her stay. And here she is today and she's putting on flowers. That is so cool. Now listen, family, I'm not looking for a huge harvest of pomegranates from this tree this season. It's because she is in the state of recovering. That is what she's doing. When we had the snow in 25 or 24, whatever year that was, we had the snow. That snow killed this tree. Well, I thought it killed the tree, but look at her, y'all. Yeah. This is a pomegranate.